Margie Maistry, who is the journal editor-in-chief, or might I say the journal champion-in-chief. She has invested a huge amount of work to get us this far and over the line. So over to you, Margie.
Thank you, Di. Okay. A very warm good afternoon to everybody attending this launch. I'm going to take you through the aim and the objectives of the African Journal of Higher Education Community Engagement. So we've heard a lot about knowledge building. So the main aim of the journal is to contribute to building a body of knowledge and community engagement for the African continent. The journal aims to publish and report on a wide range of aspects relating to community engagement and community development in Southern Africa, the region, and elsewhere, with a strong focus on research and praxis. And we know that this will also impact on teaching and learning. The journal's publications will reflect the diversity of practice in community engagement and the diversity of voices that participate in the co-creation of knowledge for individual, community, and societal well-being. The journal actively seeks out international dialogue within the global South and partnerships between the global South and the global North that provide perspectives on and for community engagement in South Africa and the rest of Africa. By providing a forum for researchers, scholars, practitioners, and policymakers, the key objectives of the African Journal of Higher Education Community Engagement are to, 1, contribute to the body of knowledge and community engagement produced in Africa, encouragement of the African voice and voices from the global South in general, which may aid in combating epistemicide and marginalizing alternative knowledge paradigms at higher education institutions. 2, to grow community engagement as a discipline with philosophies, theories, and praxis relevant to the African context, and a practice that contributes to the various dimensions, which are social, economic, cultural, psychological, spiritual, and political, of human and community development. 3, to embed community engagement in all activities of the university, especially research, and signal the importance of scholarly work on community-university partnerships. 4, to advance the collaborative research methodologies, especially community-based participatory research, where communities and academics are knowledge co-creators and collaborators in research practice and knowledge dissemination. This kind of research, which values the input of and produces knowledge for and with local communities, can contribute to the process of decolonization of universities in Africa. 5 is to provide a space for professional development, discourse, and debate on community engagement and sharing knowledge through the scholarship of engagement in the African context, the global South, and partnerships with the global North that provide perspectives on and for community engagement in South Africa and the rest of the African region. And 6, incorporate an author and young editorial board members support program to encourage new authors in the field to establish themselves as scholarly writers and a new generation of editorial board members. I just want to speak a little bit about the 6th objective, is that we've adopted a developmental approach to this journal. That means nurturing young people as future scholars of community engagement, and also young people as the future advisory and editorial board of the journal. I want to say a few words about our tagline, which is educating for life and for living. So why did we choose those words, life and living? I think it's important for us to understand that up until very recently, and I think this is up to COVID, the purpose of higher education institution has been educating students for a career, to be quite eligible in the economic market. But what COVID has shown us is that the youth were not really prepared for the uncertainty that COVID put us into, not prepared for the challenges of life that we had experienced during the 2 and a bit more period. So I think community engagement brings that aspect into the higher education arena. It's educating for life, holistic development of students through their relationship with people, stakeholders, with role players outside the university boundary. So therefore, it is educating for life and for a living. Just a little bit about our future publications. As everybody would be aware, that this journal will only be accredited after 3 years of publication. So the first volume of papers that we received were actually from the Rhodes University Community Engagement Conference in May. And the reason for inviting these authors to publish in this first volume was that we realized during the conference itself that there was such a body of knowledge being built in the field of community engagement. And the conference actually showed the availability of this knowledge. So what we are going to do for the next 3 years is to link Rhodes University Community Engagement Conferences to potential papers for publication in the next issues of the African Journal of Higher Education Community Engagement. And I want to thank all the authors and co-authors for the time and effort that they put into letting us have their papers, even though they had such heavy work schedules for this launch today. And I want to say it is a volume of high quality publications. And that is the standard that we seek to maintain for publications in the future. And just one last thing is that the journal will be published once a year in November. So look out for the space on the website of the journal for the advert of the next community engagement conference organized by Rhodes University. And I thank all of you for your support. We received such wonderful, supportive, kind, loving messages for the launch of this volume 1. And just 2 people, well, 3, I would like to thank personally: Professor Peter Clayton and Di Hornby as visionaries of this journal. They put together a team who knew very little about establishing a journal, and what that team had was just the determination and the enthusiasm to make it happen, and it has happened today. And to Professor Sizwe Mabazela, whose support is always there for community engagement. Thank you.